Next guest wants to break a decades-old tradition of international politics. It is a given that the United States chooses the leader of the World Bank and that Europe picks the person to run the International Monetary Fund. This year, there is a strong movement to change that system. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is Nigeria's finance minister. She's also a former managing director of the World Bank. Now she wants to be president of that organization, and she has influential support. 39 former managers and economists at the World Bank have endorsed her. The Financial Times and The Economist have argued that she is the best candidate. What does she have to say? Okonjo-Iweala joins me now from Abuja in Nigeria. Welcome, Ngozi. How are you?
Thank you, Farid. I'm fine.
Tell me, do you feel that the President of the United States picked to head the World Bank, Jim Yong Kim, is unqualified in the way that The Economist magazine editorialized this week?
I have tremendous respect for Dr. Jim Kim, the pick of the United States. But the argument is not really about nationality. The Development Committee of the World Bank, as well as the G20, have signed on to a merit-based, open and transparent process for selecting the president of the World Bank. That means that it should be done based on who is best qualified from anywhere, regardless of nationality. So I think that, we took that seriously. The leaders of the continent of Africa who asked me to be a nominee, I think took this seriously, and that's why I found myself in the contest.
So do you think is your qualification primarily that you are from Nigeria, a country that has historically been a recipient of World Bank aid, or is it your personal characteristics? How do you see your strongest calling card?
Yeah, no, my qualifications are not to do with the fact that I'm from Nigeria or even African. I'm an African who has worked all over the world in almost every region. My qualifications are based on the experience I've had, both working in the World Bank, but also, very importantly, as Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, 4 years of experience as Finance Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister in a complex developing country. So I've seen the World Bank operate from both inside and also, importantly, outside. But I've also lived poverty. I know what the issues are. I've seen what it means to fetch water from a stream as a young girl growing up in Nigeria. I've seen what it means to live in a country that has experienced conflict and that has lost many years in development because of that conflict. So many of the situations that the World Bank is trying to grapple with, I've actually lived them and managed them every day. So I think that those are the qualifications. I have the background, I have the experience, I have the training, and I also have the ability to get up and go and move things immediately.
If you do not get it, Ngozi, do you think that the credibility of the World Bank will suffer almost irreparably, that the United States was able to put somebody up and all the experts are saying you're more qualified, but at the end of the day, the U.S. pick still wins?
Well, I'll leave the rest of the world to ask the question, what it means. If the process is said to be merit-based and open, we'd like to know what criteria were used to judge whoever the winner is. I think that's the important thing, that there should be more openness and disclosure about how the conclusion was arrived at. And whoever it is that wins, I wish them the very best of luck, including myself. And we should rally around and make sure that whoever wins is able to bring this very wonderful institution to do what it's supposed to do, which is to help improve the lives and the living standards of poor people all around the world.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, thank you very much for joining us. We wish you all the best in the very important weeks ahead.